Continuing the teachings of Lord Kapila to his mother Devahuti, we find yet another set of interesting points to learn from this verse. A devotee's basic understanding is that I am weak, I am fallen. On my own strength, I cannot cross over this material existence. I cannot get rid of myself from the clutches of Maya. I cannot cut the shackles of the three modes of material nature on my own strength. But if the Lord picks me up by the Lord's causeless mercy, it is possible. But on my own strength, it is not possible. Mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. If I can surrender to the Lord, if somehow I can get the mercy of the Lord, by His mercy, by His grace, I can get release from the clutches of Maya. So here in this verse we see Imam lokam tathaivamam atmanam ubhayayinam atmanam anuye cheha yeraya pashavo grihaha visrijya sarvan anyamscha mamevam vishvato mukham bhajanti ananyaya bhaktya tan mrityor atiparaye. Mrityor atiparaye. Here the Lord is telling, I shall take such a devotee from the existence of birth and death. Mrityor atiparaye. I shall pick him up or take him to the other side of birth and death. So when we hear such words by the Lord, naturally we become inspired. So next we go to search, what is that? How I can get this specific mercy of the Lord? We all want to be picked up by the Lord, be taken away from this existence of birth and death, back to His kingdom. On my own strength I will not be able to do it, but by the Lord it is possible. So here he is telling, Tan mrityor atiparaye, I will take the devotee to the other side of birth and death. So what should I do to become qualified or to receive this specific mercy, to make me a recipient of this specific mercy of the Lord? So in this verse we see the details. Ultimately it is bhajanti ananyaya bhaktya, unflinching devotional service. And what kind of devotional service? Another few important points are given here. Imam lokam tathaiva amam. Such a devotee in this world or amam, in the higher planets. Atmanam ubhaya ayinam. Ubhaya in this world or in the higher statuses of life, in the higher planetary systems. All this transmigration, transportation takes place. Atmanam anucha iha. Such a devotee does not become attached to the things related to his body. So here Atmanam is body. Anu means in relationship with. What are the things which are in relationship with the body? Ye rayaha pashavo grihaha. Rayaha means wealth, riches. Then pashavaha, cattle, so forth. Grihaha, household things. Visrijya sarvan anyamscha. So such a devotee should visrijya, give up attachment to all of these things, to his body, to the things related to this body, and to the people related to this body. Mamevam vishvato mukham bhajanti ananyaya bhaktya. In this way, undeviatingly, he performs devotional service unto me. Unto such a devotee, tan mrityor atiparaye. I will pick him up, take him away to the other side of the existence of birth and death. So this is the statement made by Lord Kapila. Therefore, a devotee, if at all he prays to the Lord, he prays for devotion, bhakti, jnana, knowledge of his position as a servant of the Lord and the unlimited glories of the Supreme Lord, and then vairagya, detachment from anything material. Should be very careful while praying. Otherwise, any other sort of prayers will make a devotee become bounded in this material world. Here, in another paragraph of the purport, second paragraph, we can see Srila Prabhupada telling, like the explanation of the verse stated by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. What happens to a person in Sattva Guna, then in Rajoguna and in Tamoguna? His existence in this material world is also explained, and what will be his future after this birth, after his existence in this material world, in this body. Next what? A person in Sattva Guna, what happens to him? Urdhvam gacchanti sattvastaha. A person in Sattva Guna, after his lifetime in this present body, where he'll go, what will happen to him? He is elevated to the higher planets, higher statuses of life, higher kinds of whatever enjoyment, sense gratification objects are made available to him. Urdhvam gacchanti sattvastaha. Then what will happen to the person in Rajoguna? Madhye tishtanti. He continues his existence in this middle planetary system or in this material world, and continues, and all his entire life will be filled with all sorts of rajasic activities. He'll be involved in a lot of karmic activities. And what will happen to a person in Tamoguna? Jaganna gunamrittistha ado gacchanti tamasaha. He'll be degraded either to lower statuses of life in lower planetary systems, or he will be given some animal form of body or some human form of body which is maybe uncivilized, uncultured. Such an existence a person will get. But for a devotee, what will happen? A devotee, will he go to higher planets, or will he remain here, or will he degrade himself? No, devotee doesn't care for any of these things. Why? Srila Prabhupada explains. Prabhupada gives the quotation from a song from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Kita janma hoy yatha tuva dasa bahirmukha brahma nahi asha. My dear Lord, I don't even aspire to get the body of Brahma. Brahma is said to be the supermost controller of the entire universe. Even a devotee doesn't aspire for a body of Brahma. Then what does he aspire? Kita janma ho. Let me be born as a kita, or as a worm. but in a devotee, in the house of a devotee. Let me get the association of a devotee. So I'll read out from this purport. In the second paragraph, 3 places Srila Prabhupada mentions what a devotee should pray to the Lord. How his prayers are supposed to be. Because in this verse, the Lord, He is making an assurance. I will take such a devotee beyond this existence of birth and death. I will pick him up. A devotee is not like confidently sitting and telling, oh, I am performing devotional service, so Lord will pick me up, next again I will never come back to this world. No, these are not the statements of a devotee. Not even a devotee will pray, my dear Lord, pick me up also. A pure devotee, what does he pray? 3 quotations Srila Prabhupada makes in this purport. A devotee prays. First, my dear Lord, it does not matter where I am born, but let me be born even as an ant in the house of a devotee. This is what I told about Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song. Kita janma hau yata tu adas, bahirmukha brahme, brahma janme nahi ash. This is the first one. Again Srila Prabhupada says, a devotee prays, for my misdeeds, may I be born again and again, but my only prayer is that I may not forget your service. This is another prayer of a devotee. My dear Lord, a lot of misdeeds I have committed. So for my misdeeds, may I be born again and again, but let me not forget your service. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays in Shikshashtaka, which is that Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmani ishvare bhavatad bhaktira haituki tvayi. Janmani janmani, birth after birth, let me take because of my past misdeeds, let me be born here again and again, but please do not make me forget your service unto you. This is the second prayer Srila Prabhupada mentions. The third one, again Prabhupada says, may I be born again and again, but let me be born in the home of your pure devotee, so that I may get a chance to develop myself. Let me be born in the home of your pure devotee, so that I may get a chance to develop myself. A devotee is not confident, oh, I am fully developed now, I am performing devotional service, I am 100% pure, and after this life I will go back to Godhead. No. A devotee, always he prays to the Lord, I am not pure. Let me be born again and again if you want, but kindly make me be born in the house of your devotee. Please do not make me forget your service. Help me so that give me a chance to develop myself. I am not fully developed. Give me a chance to develop myself. A pure devotee does not pray to the Lord for liberation from this material bondage. Actually, the pure devotee never thinks that he is fit for liberation. Considering his past life and his mischievous activities, a devotee thinks that he is fit to be sent to the lowest region of hell. So this is the understanding, this is what is going on in the devotee's mind. What is going on in the Lord's mind? The Lord is telling, my devotee, when he performs devotional service, not being attached to home, wealth, family, property, all these things, I will pick him up. I will swiftly deliver him. In the Bhagavad Gita also many places he says, But what a devotee is thinking, my dear Lord, I am not fit for liberation. I am not yet a pure devotee. If at all you want me to be born again in this material world, let it be so. Kindly give me a chance to be born in the family of your devotees. Please do not put me into forgetfulness of your service. This is the mentality, mindset of a devotee. So this is exactly in line with what we see in the Bhagavatam 10th canto. Tatte anukampam susamikshamanaha. My dear Lord, actually I am eligible for more punishment. I am eligible to be sent to the hellish planets for more suffering. But because of your mercy, it is reduced. Some sample, some token reaction, some token punishment I am facing now, I am suffering now. But actually because of my past karma, I am supposed to be sent to hellish planets and more sufferings I am eligible for. But because of your mercy, it is reduced. So this is the prayer of a devotee. So here, that's what Srila Prabhupada, so many like this, how a devotee should pray. Practically Prabhupada is, through these sentences, he is showing us. In another instance, like a devotee recalls who was there in the library party during Prabhupada times. There was one team of devotees who were traveling to different cities, major cities, through a vehicle in a bus. What were they doing? Like book distribution, mainly like focusing towards big universities, colleges, schools, and speaking to the principals or the professors, head of the institutions, so that they can purchase their books and keep it in their libraries. So a devotee was involved in this particular service, and very nicely he was doing this. And after many, maybe years, once he got a chance to meet Srila Prabhupada. And when Srila Prabhupada was there, the devotee expressed in front of Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, actually, like this is a service I am involved in, going and meeting very big people, all qualified people, big professors, all very highly qualified people. And I am trying to speak to them and convince them to take your books. But actually, Prabhupada, I am not qualified for this. Academically, I am not very highly qualified like them. My qualification is very low. And they are all very big people, highly intelligent people, experienced people. Actually, I am not eligible for this service. Then Srila Prabhupada told, already you are doing this, very nicely you are doing. Somehow by your grace I am doing, but actually I cannot do this service. Then Srila Prabhupada says, then you should pray to Krishna. Krishna, my dear Krishna, actually I am not qualified, but kindly give me the required intelligence, the ability, whatever is required for me to do this specific particular service. Then Krishna will give you. And the devotee felt happy. So, from today onwards, will you pray to Krishna to pray to Krishna to give you intelligence to do your service? Prabhupada asks that devotee. Devotee, yes Prabhupada, I will pray. Do you pray? Are you ready to pray every day? Yes, Prabhupada, I will pray to Krishna every day. So in this way, Prabhupada taught that devotee how a devotee should maintain this attitude. Actually, I am not qualified, and repeatedly pray to Krishna for the required intelligence, ability, talent, whatever it may be, resources to serve him however he wants. Because Krishna has promised in Bhagavad Gita, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. I will provide the devotee the required intelligence, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Whatever he lacks, I will provide. whatever he has, I will protect that. So a devotee should continuously pray, and how his prayer should be in this way. May I be born again and again, but let me be born in the home of your pure devotees, so that I may again get a chance to develop myself. So this should be the way in which a devotee should pray to the Lord. Another point Prabhupada mentions in the purport, Yadricha labha santushto. A devotee is satisfied with whatever comes on its own accord. He doesn't make separate, extraneous endeavors, doesn't work hard to maintain his family, to improve his social status, to make arrangements of safety for his future. A devotee is not interested in any of these things. As of today, whatever by the mercy of the Lord on its own accord, whatever it has come, he is satisfied with that. Very interestingly, in the last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada mentions, I'll read that once again. He is satisfied with whatever is obtainable by God's grace. A devotee is satisfied by God's grace, whatever comes, he is satisfied with that. He is not at all attached to improving his social status or improving the status of education of his children. He is not neglectful, he is dutiful, but he does not spend too much time on the upliftment of temporary household or social life. He engages, fully engages in the service of the Lord, and for other affairs he simply spares as much time as absolutely necessary. This is another very important instruction a devotee should remember. For our personal maintenance, either it may be our body or the extension of our body in the form of family, our material prosperity, society, community, as much as required, bare minimum, a devotee should spend his time. And Prabhupada quotes that verse from Rupa Goswami, Yatharham upayunjataha. That verse of Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatarham Upayunjataha. Anasakti, a devotee is not attached to any of these things, but he is not neglectful also. There are two extremes are there. One extreme is being too attached. Another extreme is being neglectful. So there should be a balance. So what is that balance? Being, what is the word used by Prabhupada? Dutiful, yes. A devotee is neither attached nor easy, nor easy neglectful, yes. He is neither too attached nor neglectful. He is dutiful. What my duty is, what bare necessity is, that much let me take care. The rest of the time is dedicated for the service of the Lord. And continues, Srila Prabhupada continues to say, such a pure devotee does not care what, again I read, such a pure devotee does not care for what is going to happen in the next life or in this life. He does not care even for family, children or society. So, anasaktasya vishayan yatarham upayunjataha. So this is the mode of a devotee. If at all, it may be the family members or the material property he has, maybe the community, the friends, whatever. If these things are helpful for his Krishna consciousness, for service to Krishna, he'll accept it. To the extent they are helpful for the service of the Lord. Otherwise, he is just dutiful, not being too attached or not being too much neglectful also. If a devotee leads his life in this way, imam lokam tataivamam atmanam ubhayayinam atmanam anuyecheha yeraya pashavo grihaha, not being too attached to rayaha, pashavaha, grihaha, and all of these things, bhajanti ananyaya bhaktya tan mrityor atiparaye. And to such a devotee, I shall personally pick him up and take him to the other side of the existence of birth and death. So we'll conclude with this. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.